Hi, welcome to the first day of our Viking Ship production. Today I'm going to introduce you to our hot glue gun. Notice this is a low temp hot glue gun, which means you still can burn yourself, but it won't be as bad as if it was a high temp one. There are certain areas of the glue gun that we need to focus on, either touching or not touching. Over here is the feed of the glue. If it runs out, you can always insert another one in the back here. The area never to touch is this green tip and the metal tip, or any glue that comes out of there. That's super important because that is exactly how you burn yourself. I do not want to see anyone get burnt at all. So let's talk about some attachment techniques that we're going to use. Now, I'm giving it up to you to build your Viking ship any way you like. We will be using corrugated cardboard, regular cardboard, basically anything that you would like to use. Today we're going to talk about the corrugated cardboard and these like ripples that make it up, and this is what actually makes it so strong. Everything is cuttable, so you can cut with this. It's going to take a little bit more effort, but it definitely can be done. I like to take this off and you just peel it off. Sometimes it comes off easier than others, so you can see it's a little bit trickier over here, but this part peeled right off. And what it does is it exposes the boards and it makes it very bendable. So I'm just going to do a quick example. You do not have to do your Viking ship like this, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to do just a sample. So this one is one that I already have pulled off. It's mostly pulled off. You can sit there and pick at it and get it even more pulled off if you want. I'm just going to start by showing you how it bends. So if I were to make this what my long ship is, so this is probably a good size scale model to use. You really don't want it that big, because if it's that big, we just don't have the storage room to do that. I'm going to show you the tabs that we're going to need to include before we even use the hot glue gun. Also, everything needs to be cut out before you enter the hot glue station. You may not take your scissors or anything like that to the hot glue station. Only take the items that you need. So we're going to talk about measuring, which you can actually do with the object itself or with a ruler. In this case, I want to make a back for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this right up against the edge like that, and then I'm going to draw around the edge so I know how big I want it. I want it to cover the back side of it so that when I glue it down, it will be effective. The next thing I want to do is, because this is a small surface and this is too, although it can be done if you really try. You can put the glue there and put that there like that. It is, you know, borderline enough room, but to make it even better, I'm going to add something called tabs. Now, tabs will allow you to have a better surface to put it down and make it a lot more secure and strong. Although hot glue is an awesome tool to make it strong. So I'm just going to put 3 tabs. It's 3 little squares on the edge, so that when I cut it out, I will have 3 areas to cut out. Now notice my cutting out technique. I'm not trying to cut in there and like that right away. I'm going to cut around the whole thing first, and then I'm going to do a snip like this and a snip like that, snip like that, and a snip like that. And then I'm going to go around the edge, and then it just falls out. Snip like that, snip like that, fold it up, cut it off. And there I have tabs. The tabs will be the areas that we are going to glue, as well as the other. So I'm going to fold that, and fold that. Notice I'm using the more cuttable cardboard. You can use corrugated cardboard. It really doesn't matter. We're going to fit it in there to see how it's going to set. So it's going to set just like that. Now, I'm not going to try to put the glue on here, because if I do that, I'm going to have a hard time like trying to put that down. I'm going to want to do that with my fingers, and you definitely don't want to do that. So I'm going to put it in here like this. And I'm going to actually trace where the tabs are with the pencil. So there's going to be a tab there, a tab there, and a tab there. That's where my 3 tabs are when I put it in. I'm going to put it right down there in place so that I know where it's going to be. Notice it's not over there. The reason why is because there's a little space there that I have it setting down at. I don't have it at the very, very edge. So that also allows me to know that I can put a glue strip there. So I always glue on the larger piece, not the small pieces. The small pieces is how you get burnt. So I'm going to put some glue on that ridge. Remember, everything you build really should have a tab. And then I'm going to put it down like this. Notice my fingers are nowhere near where I'm touching it. Now I might say, okay, your instant reaction is I want to push that down. So you should always have a pencil handy when you come to your glue station before it dries. You do need to put it down kind of immediately too, because glue, this hot glue, the advantage of it is that it dries super quick. So I'm going to push it down with the pencil, push down the tabs with the pencil, and within, like, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds, 15, 20 seconds, it's going to be dry and strong, just like that. So now you might want a pointy edge for the front of the boat. So a couple ways we could do this. I'm going to actually cut the edge to the middle. Just kind of cut out a triangle. Pull that out. Okay. And then I can make a pointy piece that goes out like that and like that. Remember to use your tabs. I'm not going to demonstrate that whole step all over again, but it's the same concept. You can also measure with your ruler. So you can use your ruler and say, okay, well, this side should be this way, but you also need to consider the angle since you now have an angled piece. So I might want, actually I could just close that off and then it's pointy. Yeah, you know what, I think I am going to do that. So I'm probably going to do the same thing for that side. So now that it's like that, I'm going to trace that, draw some tabs, and you can do this the other side the same way if you want. It's up to you how you want to build it. I'm going to show you a couple more techniques that you can use while building these things also. So another technique is called a, I forget what the technique's called, but anyway, you can measure an inch. Now you can use a ruler. We're going to have rulers available. I'm going to have hole punches available for strings if you want to tie strings down. I am going to have a lot of cool stuff available for this project. Anything that you need, just let me know. Might have it. So right in the middle, I'm going to draw this, draw a straw, just an inch long. It can be as long as big as you want. I'm just going to do an inch long. And I'm not sure what you want to use this for. You can use it for whatever you want, but this will allow for it to be put into place like this, and you can just crumble that on down, and you can push it down, that. And now you have a cross piece. You might want to put that in the middle and say, oh, that's too big. So then you might say, well, that's actually good that it's too big because then it means that you have an automatic flap. Remember, the flaps are really, really good to use. Any kind of flap, any kind of tab. So if I wanted to use this as like a mast post, I'm going to maybe attach some popsicle sticks to it, fold that down like that. I'm over here. Any way that you want to complete this, you can cut it down, make it bigger, make it smaller. You are the engineer. You figure it out. I want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to be creative, and I want you to have some fun with this project. But be very careful never to touch the tip or the glue that comes out. When the glue first comes out, that's when it's super hot and when you must avoid it. When you're done with the glue station, we need to sanitize the handle. I can do that for you. Just let me know, and I will come around and I will get the sanitized, and then somebody else can use it. Remember, you may not enter the glue station unless you have everything cut out and ready to go. All the building will take place at your desk. All the gluing can take place at the hot glue station. I also have, I don't know if, yeah, here we go. So I have some other things that we can use too. I have a lot of different kinds of sticks. You can use that for the mast post. I'm not going to do the entire thing for you. I have shaped pieces like this. You can make oars like this. We can poke them in the side. Well, not like that. You probably want to use a hole punch. Yeah, I just broke it. Put that through. No, that doesn't want to put through. Yeah, if I had a hole punch here, I would probably punch a hole. And then you could actually hot glue a piece into it. And then you can hot glue this on here, remembering not to touch it. So if I were to hot glue a oar, I would put a little bit of glue on here while I'm not holding it. And then I would put this on here and let it dry. And that's it. So that's an oar. If you want a, let's see, a shield, I have all these little circles. You can glue them to the side if you want. Remember, we can paint it up. This is going to be super cute. I cannot wait to see what you come up with. Have a great day.